So next up on Joe's Home Garage, it's not a Fox body. So I'm gonna do a series, I guess, on transforming this 2002 Honda Civic LX from a total piece of crap to a cool little cruising car for either daily good gas mileage or maybe I'll flip it, make a couple bucks off it. But this thing is disgusting, filthy. It's got 240,000 miles on it. I picked it up really cheap because it was in limp mode. So the car would start, but it wouldn't go over like 10 miles an hour, 15, 20, 30, or whatever, like just dead. So what I found out was someone had swapped the computer. Apparently these cars, the alternator comes loose and it arcs, I guess, the ground and fries the computer. So someone swapped the computer with a computer out of an automatic car. This car's a manual. This is race car stuff here. So the car wouldn't run properly. So I ordered a used computer off eBay, ECM, and I unsoldered this little teeny tiny chip that was like half the size of my fingernail out of the computer that was in here, because it was matched to the transponder or whatever they call this thing, ring, and the key, and soldered into the new ECM, put everything back together. I'm surprised it worked. I'm blown away because everything was so small, the prongs, and I didn't really use any solder. I just kind of heated it up, popped it off the one, and put it in this other one, and kind of heated it back up, and surprisingly it works. Now, one thing I have an issue with is when I first got the car, or was over there looking at the car, I put my code reader on it. Well, this is the condition that the OBD2 port was in. One of the wires wasn't even connected, so I kind of just twisted it together, and it let me pull codes, which is how I knew it had an automatic transmission in it, or computer in it, because the codes were for TCM, torque converter fault, and like a bunch of things associated, like 5 codes associated with an auto transmission. So I got on Amazon and ordered a new OBD2 port that comes with, a full set of wires, matched up all my wires, soldered them together. It don't work. I get no power going to this thing, so I don't know if I'm gonna have to wire this one back up, or I don't know what the deal is, but I'm gonna go through a major cleaning on the car. I think I might paint it just because I need the practice. But yeah, this car's 240,000 miles. Fires right up. AC kicks. It's got a radio, like all the lights, everything works. So like, yeah, and when people say those $1,000 cars aren't out there anymore, they're still out there. This one was a little bit less than that, but by the time I'm done with it, it'll be around $1,000 that I'll have wrapped up in it. But yeah, we'll drive it for a little while and either sell it or give it to one of the kids or whatever, who knows. But one good thing here in Maryland is if the car is over 20 years old, it doesn't need to go through inspection at all. So that OBD2 port doesn't mean anything. And surprisingly, it doesn't have a check engine light. So that's pretty impressive. But I can't believe everything works on this car. Yeah, so keep an eye out on what happens with this thing. It's There's the car's, it's banged up, beat up, filthy. It's got mold on it. The biggest issue, and I looked underneath it, and it seems to be okay, except for the driver's seat is going right through the floor. There's a hole right through the floor, so I'm gonna have to pull everything out, weld a floor pan in, or a plate or whatever. But yeah, this is the new race car for the Joe's Home Garage channel, so keep an eye out.